Hello and welcome back already everybody to the joinDOTA League Season 3. This is MaxFlo play versus European Love Story in game number 2 of this 2-game series, which European Love Story won the first game of. This is just a group stage, and actually the first game for those teams as well. The whole season still ahead of us. My name is Coucher and joining me is Benchy.
Yep, we are here and we saw European Love Story. I feel their draft was weaker, but they had a far stronger just general game plan and playing strategy, as we are going to see Faces Void going up against a Razor. Two heroes that we saw picked like practically every single game at TI4, and for good reason.
Oh yeah, it definitely did. Although actually, Faces Void, he's been having a bad win rate, and actually I think Razor as well had a sub 50% win rate. But of course, it came heavily down to which teams actually played it, because some teams, they just completely wrecked face with that hero every single time almost they got it. But MaxFlo played, they actually picked the Ancient Apparition themselves, which I think was banned out by European Love Story before, so they had some inside information, and of course, having the Ancient Apparition on your team means that there won't be an Ice Blast Chronosphere combination for European Love Story now.
Yes, we do see that, obviously, the Void, there are a lot of combos you can go with him. You can pick up that Skyreth Mage again, which is such an original combo. You've got even more pub viable strats like Witch Doctor. Basically anything with amazing, huge amounts of damage you can do with range. Heck, if you got the Blink Dagger, even a Sanking works. As we do see the Skyreth Mage getting picked up, I am so shocked right now.
So shocked. I actually really hate Skyreth Mage up against Razor, because Unstable Current completely wrecks Skyreth Mage. Of course, in teamfight, Skyreth Mage can just easily target somebody else, or just set the Mystic Flare on the Razor into the Chronosphere, which is just such a deadly combination, just so easy to kill anybody inside of it. But Skyreth Mage, if he wants to spam down the Razor, that's a bad idea. But yeah, like I said, he can just target other people, and Ancient Apparition for one, he's just such a squishy hero until he just gets proper farm, starts going for the Aghanims, but even then, easy target to pick off, I think.
Yes, we are going to be seeing these first bans coming out, and it is going to be the Shadow Shaman banned out by European Love Story. Smart pickup right there, as it gives them even more team fight, and we are seeing a lack of the ability to go for that, to push this time from MaxFlo play, and maybe we're just seeing right there that MaxFlo play, they're not a team who likes pushing. They're more of a team fight, ganking style, and just trying to force what the meta is right now for a team that doesn't really like it. It doesn't always work out.
Yeah, of course, I think something had to do with it, them being on the Radiant side. Usually, you just want to use the Lycan to, first of all, get easy access to Roche, which was not the case the last game. And I actually think they made maybe a small mistake there, because they got all the tier 2 towers, or at least most of them, down with a reasonable time frame. If they could have just warded aggressively, they still could have sneaked in a fast Roche there, I think, and maybe with the Aegis, they could have actually properly picked a team fight. Just have some guy with the Aegis stand, deliver the damage on the tier 3 towers, and just bait out the Primal Splits or Ravages or something, but that's in the past now. Coming back to this draft, the Death Prophet, the last man for MaxFlo play, as like you said, they might be a team, they just don't want to push themselves as they pick up a Brave King. And predictions, support or carry?
Well, more than likely going to be supporters. Just roaming around with that Ancient Apparition plus Wraith King combo. You get the cold feet off, you throw out the stun, and that's basically a kill. And there's very few heroes that early on can just survive against that huge amount of lockdown and damage that comes out.
Oh wow, and European Love Story, they get their hands on the Invoker now.
And that's even more teamfight damage coming out from Faces Void, for the Faces Void. And it can work out either with an Exhort or a Quas Wex Invoker in that Faces Void, due to the fact that both of the builds do huge amounts of damage while Void is basically bashing on them inside that Chronosphere.
Yeah, and actually, having that wombo combo on the side of European Love Story, I would a little bit actually like this Wraith King to be a carry one, because even if you get caught in the Chrono, you still just have your second life to actually teamfight with. And if European Love Story, if they use the Chronosphere, Chaos Meteors, Deafening Blasts, Mystic Flares to kill you once, that's actually a win for you if you just come back, because there's even nothing left to kill you then.
But either way, I say the interesting thing on the other side is whether this Faceless Void is going to be a carry Faceless Void or an off-lane one. Because we've seen, because of how good his Chronosphere is, we're seeing more and more teams running the Faceless Void as just simply, he sits there in the off-lane, gets as many last hits as he can, but mostly just there to get the fast level 6 and start ganking.
Actually, I prefer them on the offlane, although even in the offlane, them not having farm, it puts some strain on the rest of the team to actually deliver as far as damage output goes. And even if the Faceless Void was safe lane, he actually needs a pretty good amount of items to start dealing damage himself properly. So I prefer him as an offlaner just to provide that utility Chronosphere and let the Invoker and other heroes do the damage. Especially when they have the Skyrift Mage, they should have the easy setup. But MaxFlo play, if they can just position themselves correctly, have vision on Faceless Void before he jumps in or something just to prevent the Chronosphere maybe, it can be a key to victory here.
And we are actually going to see a Centaur Warrior being picked up with another Visage. And the Visage, they liked him last time. They, again, don't really have that kind of setup. But this time it's not quite as painful for them. As they don't have that Storm, they don't have that Lycan, who they need to keep locked down. And I'm feeling that this is rather similar to what European Love Story drafted last time.
Yeah, it is really. I mean, just having solid team fight, some push, well, a moderate amount. Although this time they have more. Last time they just had the familiars. This time, if the Invoker goes Exort, they also have the Forge Spirits. So it's definitely not bad. And well, MaxFlo play, they do have 3 really tanky heroes though. Razor usually going for the mech anyway, and just Aghanims or BKB after that, so has a really good health pool. Brave King just innately tanky, as is the Centaur. So if European Love Story is not careful and let MaxFlo play just get too much of breathing space, they might not even be able to kill them even in that chrono anymore.
And we do actually see a nice respect ban coming out there from MaxFlo play, banning out the Morphling. He just did so much work in that last game that, you know, it's a very good pick against what seems to be a very good Morphling player. On the opposite side, we do have that OD banned out, going up against that Invoker. OD's, you know, destroys any in-tier or mid.
Yeah, and OD can of course defensively imprison guys who get caught in the Chronosphere as well. So it's kind of a 2-in-1 ban at the moment, I think. And well, MaxFlo play, they go for a Lone Druid instead, and that is also a hero that he himself can stay actually at the back lines and let his Spirit Bear do the dirty work for him. And MaxFlo play, they at least get some form of push now as well, with the Demolish being on the Spirit Bear.
Either way, though, I'm going to be a little bit worried due to the fact that Lone Druid doesn't have the best survivability in the early game. And we did see that to European Love Story, even when they don't have the greatest ganking lineup, they do like going around ganking pretty early.
Yeah, and to be honest, why not? Skyrift Visage, oh, Drow Ranger. Drow, of course, will help the Skyrift Mage and Visage deal the right-click damage. Most importantly, the Visage Familiars when you activate the Precision Aura. And Drow Ranger, with the 625 range that she has, I think, she can easily still just right-click into the Chronosphere as well. So, I'm not against that pick. Drow Ranger just demolishes towers extremely fast as well. The one thing I am worried about is if Centaur just gets the jump on you with the Ice Blast to follow up. I mean, anybody on European Love Story is going to be fodder if they land that combo.
Yeah, as we do see that the interesting thing is that Drow Ranger does have the problem of survivability against this very aggressive lineup that we're seeing from MaxFlo play. But again, like the last time, we did see a very aggressive lineup coming from them last time, and it didn't quite work out for them. But either way, we are going to be here with game number 2. European Love Story will match up. And we're going to be forward. I'm going to be calling out European Love Story this time. We have Baal playing on the Visage on this dire side, Yonis on the Drow Ranger, CCTC AAA on the Faceless Void, Zella on Voker, and Terratent on the Scarith Mage.
And for MaxFlo play, Exotic tier playing the Lone Druid who played the Nature Prophet in the last game, leaving Taboo to play the offlane Centaur, as the tri-lane will consist of Sirkovitz playing the Wraith King with Dario Dota on the Ancient Apparition, and the last one for them will be Sazu Dota on the Razor. So they are actually mixing up their lane or roles a little bit, because Taboo, he played the safe lane farming Lycan last game, but now he's in the off lane. Sasu played mid lane Storm Spirit. But of course, some teams are really specific in their laning, the roles, so to say. Yet other teams just are hero specific. Just who plays what hero best and just go from there.
Yep, Alliance was actually talking about that, where they prefer to actually have each individual player have a set of heroes they play, as it allows a more diverse lineup, so to say, or a diverse drafting stage.
Yeah, and at the moment, well, we will see how well it works out for either team. Center Warren definitely not gonna have an easy time here. Skyrim Mage can just use the arcane bolts to get Center out. Usually Center is really good against any kind of just physical harassment, because you have the return, so the supports take a lot of damage in return. Especially if it is the Skyrim Mage, since his damage is pretty low. But thanks to the arcane bolts, he can still spam those to just harass the center out of lane.
But we do have a stun right now. Alman and Invisrune on this Wraith King, and Void is gonna have to be super careful.
But this one melee creep, it got away from the Razor, unfortunately. The Static Link is there already as well. He just wanted to bait out the time walk. That's what he wanted to do here, I think, but Faceless Void not taking the bait, just playing it smart, playing it safe.
Yeah, but the stun is going to come out, and this could be a kill. He's taking a whole bunch of damage, just a bit more.
Oh, Razor, you could already see he was mid attack animation there, but I think he just got out of range, or I don't know what happened. It was so unfortunate, them not getting the first blood. And not only that, Sasu actually, the healing salve gets popped from this as well. So, really nice for Faceless Void, to be honest here.
Yeah, very good job coming out from the Pacers. But at the same time, he is going to have to be super careful right now, as he doesn't have a lot of mana for those time leaps. He's only got one more. And we just see this, Wraith King harassing him out with the HR Prussian pulling in the corner.
Yeah, he has to get the double pull though, yeah, nicely done, just perfect timing. Of course, I would love to see him just start denying his own creeps, otherwise, like, the majority of the creeps are still gonna make it through. But no, he's just going for the centaur kill straight away. So, actually, well, I guess the centaur using the war stomp helped out a little bit there as well. And he is pretty tanky, and Dario, he knows more than I do. But looking at other lanes, safe lane of course, Throw Ranger farming up like he should, 10 and 2. Compared to, well, Taboo on the center warrior, who is still only level 1. The slow attack comes out, the frost attack. He's taking so much damage from it. Oh, he doesn't have a stout shield, that's why.
Yeah, but the center is going to be in the... Without that stout shield, he's going to take so much damage from each attack. He hasn't even got level 2 yet in return. And so, well, he is going to finally be able to get some experience and some levels sitting behind here in the tower, but even beyond this tower is being harassed by the opposing team.
Oh man, this is actually the lane, bottom lane is going really well at the moment for Euls. This Roach is completely dominated, but mid lane, Exotic tier on the Lone Druid, 8 and 11. He has more denies than last hits. How often do you see that, at least for a actual farming hero?
Yeah, but a little bit strange right there, as he is doing a pretty good job in this lane. Beating out this Lone Druid pretty heavily.
But, oh, Xela, the rotation is coming. Will the Fire Blast actually connect? The slows will it be there? Yes, the stun connects, but the slow comes out in return. Grave Chill is there. Dario Dotas, that Sunstrike will be off target, but Paul, he draws the first blood. CCAA coming in as well. He can't get in range for the time walk, and I am a little bit surprised the Faceless Void even made it there. Because once they saw the supports from MaxFlo, he could have easily just been in XP range top lane. Then again, he's up against a Razor, and that is one of the worst matchups for the Faceless Void.
But either way, that is going to be the first kill coming out for a European love story. Very nice start for them. And looks like they're going to be trying to harass this Invoker even more. As the Invoker is going to start to doing a lot of damage with that Precision Aura.
Yeah, actually one weird thing already is that the Invoker, he's also going for face boots. Exort Invokers usually, I think, go for the power threats instead. Get the attack speed because you get the attack damage from the Exort anyway. And like you said, Precision Aura helps out even more. But oh, top lane, CCC, AAA. Man, that name. They're trolling the casters, but I don't think it's gonna go down. The stun actually does land, but it's just some minor harassment here. Forcing out the time walk. Actually, they wanted the plasma field is there as well. Backtracking a little bit and then just running away.
Yeah, but a little bit of a shame right there that wasn't synced up together. As that could have been a kill if they'd been able to get the cold feet off at the same time.
Oh, but bottom lane Taboo getting slowed down by the concussive shot. The frost arrows as well now. They're not gonna dive the tier 2 towers because one TP just might be the end of them. Although Lone Druid, as far as mid laners go, he's actually one of the worst heroes to just have TP in to help because he's so reliant on getting the luck to get those entangling claws.
As we see, Invoker is starting to make a small comeback in terms of last hits.
Oh, but bottom lane Taboo, can he get the stun? The double H, actually the kill ball before he goes down himself. Brave King TP in to help there, and well, this TP rotation was worthwhile, although Euls on the draw ranger still got the kill on Taboo, and he's going for power threads. No Hand of Midas for him, just wants to go for that early game.
Yeah, but as we do see Wraith King, he is level 4, and these supports are getting the levels they need, along with giving a Razor basically free farm here on top. As Doom faces Void, with the harassment he suffers in the early game, he can't really do very much against his faces Void.
Well, he's 0-0, man. Oh, but Euls bottom lane Taboo. Does he really want to go for the kill? The Hoofstomp piece there, double H. Well, it's not enough. The creeps are helping a little bit, but Euls, he has his marksmanship. Ball coming in now as well. If Euls had only followed up, but he was a little bit afraid of Taboo just turning around and double Hing again, I think.
Yeah, you do have to be a little bit careful, especially when you've only got 200 health on hand. And it's going to be interesting to see what Drow does be able to decide to pick up, as he is the highest last hitter. Trying to go in for the kill on Visage, but Visage looking to turn it around.
Sunstrike as well. Oh, with Soul Assumption, man. Oh, it's flying. Beautiful setup.
Lovely stuff there. Visage getting a very nice kill. Going to be able to buy all those support items a lot faster. As a lot of people don't underestimate how good it is getting kills and supports early in the game, as you know, supports generally don't get a lot of farm early on. And it means you can pick up those very crucial items very, very quickly.
Yeah, and especially in this game, Visage, I think, might be the mech carrier for Euls. So, it's definitely really nice to him getting it. Whether he wants to go for the mech at all or not. I mean, still, gold is always nice. Getting boots of speed, getting some gold for the wards and whatnot. Top lane, Razor does force out the time walk by the Faceless Void, who is still 0-0. At least he's getting some XP, but even there, he's not shining that much.
No,
bottom lane Ewan as well. He's probably gonna go down. Is he gonna be fast enough? Nope. Rayfire Blast does connect. Hoofstomp to follow. Double H as well, and easy kills on the draw.
So that is going to be 3-2 right now. We're on the 6-minute mark. The early game is starting to fade away, and we're going into that ganking stage where the lanes are dissolving, and both the two teams are, and only the kills matter. As we do see, the experience is mostly equal. MaxFlo play having a small lead there, with the gold being in favor of Euls, mostly being the difference between the two off lanes in the situation, as Faceless Void finally got his first last hit.
Oh, happy day. Oh, more fighting. Brave King going for the TP out. Will it be there in time? Soul Assumption, Sunstrike just a little bit too late. Invoker wasn't fast enough. Maybe the supports didn't call it out, or I don't know what happened, but it should have been a kill, I think. But I mean, at least they didn't die themselves, so not the worst case.
But yep, we are going to be seeing 3-2 right now, and both these two teams aren't going to be too sad with going back to farming. Both of them have those hard carries. Both of them have those teamfight ultimates in the mid game. Neither of them are really trying to, like in the last game, just win it early.
Oh, third time? Taboo! Just double H. He of course has the ultimate if he really needs to run away. Because Euls, all they have are slows. Yes, Invoker has the cold snap, but he is in the mid lane, so not an immediate threat to Taboo.
There is an Invis rune here. Visage is going to spot that out. Although if Sen could pick that up, that'd be pretty huge for them.
Okay, so I have a small question for you, Benche. Euls, he has himself a Gloves of Haste. It's probably going to be a Midas, I think, but would you want to see an armlet on a draw?
Probably not. Just because of the fact that a lot of the additional damage comes from the strength. As you do see, Razor finally takes out that Void. Void has been having a terrible game, and you know, that's just going to be even worse.
Oh, what mid lane they're going in as well? Oh no, the Stampede helps him out. Gets him out of the Sunstrike range and, well, anything else that might have followed. And yeah, like I said, Faceless Void finally went down. Sasu, he had tried multiple times, finally succeeded there as well. They even pressured the tier 1 tower a little bit here. So, MaxFlo, not looking bad, but they're TPing bottom lane now. Euls is already far enough. Gust comes out. As only Brave King actually finishes his TP.
As we are going to be seeing just this Wraith King sat here on the bottom. Almost got his level 6, and level 6, actually, just the first level in the ultimate isn't actually that great on the Wraith King because it's got such a long cooldown, 260 seconds, that it's often once you popped it, you're effectively waiting a huge amount of time to be able to have that invulnerability again.
Yeah, and actually, especially support Wraith Kings, well, if you're carry one, you just pick it up 100%. But support Wraith Kings at the highest level, for example, EG Sai. Oh, top lane, they're going for the Chronosphere, the Sunstrike to fall as well. Sasu is taking so much damage, Ancient Seal helping out a little bit. But will it be enough to right click CCA? Does he have enough? The Cold Feet, they proc! Oh my god, the last Arcane Bot, it's probably gonna get him down, and my god, they were lucky that they got that last one in. But joinDOTA might get the counter kill. No, the Stout Shield is enough. But man, they took so long to bring down the Razor, even with the help of the Sunstrike. But what I was trying to aim at is that supports, they sometimes either just don't pick a point into Reincarnation, they just leave it open. So in the middle of a team fight, if it's beneficial for you to die and get the slow on the enemies, you skill it up. But if you're just getting picked off solo on the map, you don't put a point into it, and so that it won't just go randomly on cooldown.
Yeah, but either way we are, both these two teams just going back to farming us. Interestingly enough, it is the carry on the European Love Story side who's the highest farmer in the game, with that Drow who mostly he's been harassed a little bit by the Scent and the Wraith King coming down, but doing a pretty good job farming. 67 last hits currently, 10 minutes into the game, even 1 kill.
Yeah, he's gonna get that Midas now from the courier, so the levels will start just escalating. And of course, the more levels into marksmanship, the more damage your entire team does, or at least the entirety of the ranged heroes, which are 4/5 of their team. Only the Faceless Void won't benefit of it.
And coming out middle.
Shoop an easy kill on Xilla. Brave Fire Blast comes out as well, and Ball, even he might go down. Nope, Great Chills, Exotic Deer. But easy setup, definitely worth just using the Stampede for it.
Yep, picking up that kill on the Invoker. The Invoker hasn't been having the greatest time all game. He's mostly been sitting there trying to farm up the fastest he can, and the Bear will even survive.
Oh, so unfortunate. Throw needed only one extra right click to actually finish up the job, get that 300 gold, damage the Scylla Bear himself a little bit. But not to be, but they got this Bear summon on cooldown, so if they somehow got the kill on Lone Druid now, it would be great. But look at how tanky he is in that true form, the Druid form. Oh, I know, this is the true form, the other one is the Druid form, I think, yeah. So still 1.4k HP, 10 armor. How do we expect to bring that beast down?
Well, it's gonna probably take the combo going off on him, and it's gonna be very difficult. He's just continuing to sit there in the corner farming 1.5k gold. Although he is only the 3rd highest farmer in the game, with the Drow and the Razor beating that in that situation.
Yeah, actually Razor is 400 gold away from the mech, so it's not gonna be the fastest one. But they haven't killed any towers either, so haven't gotten a small gold boost from that. Taboo top lane, getting the lane to himself, and of course even he can just completely bully out Faceless Void with just continuous use of the double edge.
As in the meantime, Void is trying to get any kind of item going on right now, trying to get his Boots of Treads. Still 12 minutes in the game, he's got 14 last hits. He really is a sad panda.
Yeah, he certainly is. I mean, I do hope that his Gloves of Haste will actually turn into Hand of Midas, because if he goes for those power treads, he's just going to be useless for the entirety of the game, I think. Yes, he can still activate the Chrono, but I do feel that they need more damage into the Chrono potentially. Because Throw Ranger, yes, he can be that damage, but what if something happens to him? They need a plan B as well.
Yeah, that is going to be the issue, that if Faceless Void, Faceless Void can take a whole bunch of carry items, but he just hasn't had the start he needed to for them to be relevant yet. And generally, when you put a Faceless Void in the offlane, you get the Aghanims on him, just so that he can, get that better Chronosphere, get that faster cooldown.
Man, if it continues like this, and he's not gonna go for Hand of Midas, I think the Aghanim Scepter is just a distant 3-mass. Tier 1 tower gonna get pressured. They activate the Buckler as well for the extra armor on the creeps. But Faceless Void, look at the positioning. He wants to bait this. Familiars coming in as well, trying to help out. Nope, Familiars. Oh, one got killed. 100 gold to the Ancient Apparition.
As we do see the Tier 1 tower, it's going to actually be the first Tier 1 tower to go down if they can get a bit more damage onto it.
Oh, the second Familiar, one more wreck. No, they go into Chrono, hit some free Mystic Bear. Beautiful setup. Visit Soul Assumption to follow in the Sunstrike use. One is down, the Stepine comes out of Ice Blast onto CCCAA as Brave King. He's gonna fall down. He had the Reincarnation though. joinDOTA is probably not gonna fall. The right click's flying in return. Time walk away from the Faceless Void, and actually Visage, he got the long range Soul Assumption onto Dario there. So, beautiful setup, getting 2 kills there, just complete bait. And the tower also still alive.
Yeah, baiting with those familiars, really good job right there. As we just kind of saw MaxFlo play, they saw them familiars and just kind of tunnel visioned onto that, that additional 100 gold, and they gave up 2 kills because of it and lost the reincarnation, which at this stage in the game is a big deal considering the fact that it's 260-second cooldown. I will also note that the reason why that reincarnation didn't do more, picking up possibly the kill onto the the Visage, was simply the case of a very nice silence coming out from Scarith Mage. That Ancient Seal stopping him from getting that second stun off.
Yeah, really well played, of course. He is level 6 now as well, or was before the fight, getting the Mystic Flare. And Ancient Seal, Mystic Flare into Sunstrike. Just a ridiculous amount of damage overall, and, well, at least for MaxFlo, they do have the Blink Dagger on Taboo on the center War Runner now, so that allows for some easy setup and easy kills, maybe turning into towers with the Spirit Bear having the Demolish now.
Yeah, that bear, very strong pusher as he does a whole bunch of damage, 40% more to towers, and they're just going to be trying to siege down this tier 1 tower, and the TP gets cancelled. They kind of realize that was a bad idea. The second one comes in. Are they going to do any more? The Sunstrike's going to do a huge amount of damage right there, and they're trying to do something else.
Oh, but the Stampede comes out, they want to turn it around. They do have the mech on race, the Mystic Flare comes out, but actually it doesn't land too perfectly now. The slows are there, Sasu, he's on the run, pops the mech finally. The Ice Blast already flew out as well, 2 down. Actually Razor does fall in the end to Baal. The Soul Assumption a little bit too strong. Spirit Bear getting kited around, Brave Fire Blast connects on Baal, but no, Brave King, don't run in. Throw Ranger, he's just dishing out the damage from behind. But now, Blink by Taboo, one more right click now, he turns around a little bit too soon. He thought he had the kill, but now, is he gonna get kited some more? No, he's going for the run out. But it looked such a good start for MaxFlo, but maybe staying around for a little bit too long and just letting the Drone Ranger right click them from the back.
Yeah, that Drow is doing huge amounts of damage right now, almost 200. And this is only 60 minutes in the game. She's currently the highest farmer. Looks like she's going for possibly the Mask of Madness.
Yeah, oh, actually, Ice Blast is flying, gonna connect on Xila. They get the Hoofed on double ace as well. The Sunstrike actually did come out, but it got split by the Spirit Bear here and now. Terrorant, he gets Brave Fire Blasted as well. They need a little bit more, one more right click maybe. Oh, the Mystic Bear though. He doesn't actually go down. 5 HP, are you kidding me? And they get the counter kill. And now CC pops the Chrono just for exotic tier. He's so damn tanky though, and Mystic Flare was already used, so he might survive or nope. Unis gets a nice silence on to JoinDOTA. Mech, come on, Mech. No, he already popped it. Not gonna be enough. So Lone Druid also falls down, and Euls, they're actually taking a really good fight, one after another. Now the slows onto JoinDOTA time walk, but no, Stampede gets them out. Taboo is there, Ice Blast is flying as well. Ice Blast actually does connect on Unis, but he's still safe. Boy gets stunned up and goes down. Finally they get one worthy revenge kill.
That is going to be 10-8 right now. Surprisingly, the kills, it feels like European Love Story are taking the better fights, but the general kills are mostly equal. Although the golden experience isn't quite the same, as it's 3k gold in favor of Euls, and the experience is roughly the same. Although they are also going to defend this tier 1 tower. No tier 1 towers have gone down yet. Oh no, we've got one here on bottom. I do lie.
Yeah, it's quite easy to overlook some of those towers every now and then. So, concussion shot? No, never mind. Not gonna follow up. But
just look at that damage coming out from Drow.
It's absolutely sick, and not only that, his Precision Aura already gives 51 extra damage to all the ranged heroes. Plus, if he activates it, also the familiars. It's a sick amount of damage on Baal. He has his mech as well now. So not only do they have the damage output, they also have the sustain in form of the mech now. And man, MaxFlo, yes, they are pretty damn tanky, but Lone Druid, he is rushing that Radiance after just the face boots, but he's still only at 3k gold, 3.2k now. Man, they need those towers, they need them bad to just speed up the Radiance.
And at this point, they're not getting them. As they may finally take
the
Blink
towers. Hoofed up, catches him too. Baal gonna get caught, but the Mystic Flare Taboo taking so much damage. Soul Assumption finishes up the job, a 1-for-1, but support for Chorus Baal. Might get Entangling Claw, though. Force Spirit, Cold Snap onto the Spirit Bear. Will they get the kill? Uni's helping out as well. Familiar drops, and yeah, 300 gold into the pockets of the Drow, who now has 3k in the bank.
Even more important than that, Lone Druid summoned that not that long ago, meaning it's currently on a 50-second cooldown. That means 50 seconds with that, basically another hero.
Oh man.
And just look at that damage. painful to watchers.
Oh, actually my internet is acting up at the moment. Upload going berserk. No, no. Stream dropped once, don't drop again. Internet, fix yourself. Okay, it's fine now, maybe, hopefully. But stream shouldn't be dropping for too long. But top lane, Sasu pops the mech. Ice Blast is flying out as well. The counter, the hoof stomp is there onto the board, onto the faces void. They're gonna get Xela as well. He's gonna shatter. Well, never mind. Doesn't even need to shatter. The right clicks coming from exotic tier. And, well, at least this fight probably the viewers will see already. Stream shouldn't be down for more than a couple of seconds. But they blink in again. They want Terror Rant. Are they gonna catch up? The Ice Vortex slowing him down. Hoof stomp is there with the double edge. And what a fight that was. 3 kills. Getting a tower on top of that. And that is just suddenly going to be almost a finished Radiance for exotic tier.
And the real important thing right there is that what we're seeing currently is that MaxFlo play has the better initiation. They have the better, especially with that Sent who's been picking off some amazing kills. But I will say that European Love Story, they've had the better team fight. They've been really focusing those targets down, protecting the drone in the back and making sure that they can't be targeted. And it's rather interesting to see these two styles just go up against each other and mostly be equal. As we see after that set of kills, the XP difference has dropped down to 2.5k in favor of Euls, and so is the gold. This is mostly equal 20 minutes in. Slight lead for European Love Story.
Yeah, it's, to be honest, looking at the net worth, the draw is just heads above everybody else. 11,500 almost. The next highest is 7.7k. But all mid lane, they catch Dario, or will they one more right click? Will it be enough? Nope. Uphill miss as well on top of that. Xela, they get the turnaround, Mystic player still, but they get out. Ice Blast flies over Xela, and well, he does go down to the Brave King in the end. So, a 1-4-0, Ancient Apparition almost went down.
Yeah, but Invoker not really been having the greatest game in right now, as he's just simply, every single time he turns up, he just takes so much damage to the face. Descent just targets him every single time, but the Drow, even more damage, 275 damage per hit. And she's got a Manta style, meaning she can do even more of that.
Just, the damage output is so sick. 21 minutes in, how can you compete with that? I guess just going for the team fight and just rushing his face, really. You have to jump the Drow Ranger. You cannot allow her to just sit there and right click away, because the attack speed is so sick, just slowing everybody down, kiting them around. But now, since Razor has that Aegis to work with, he can definitely just go into the middle and try to deal with the Razor.
As we are going to be seeing a few important items coming out. We do have Invoker, who sadly hasn't really been able to get the most farm in the game. Only got that Force Staff in hand. In the meantime, we do have Centaur Warrior. He's going for that heart. With Ancient Apparition, not too far away from his Aghanim Scepter. Still needs 2 more pieces, about 1,200 more gold if he can stop dying. But with the Razor being the main farmer on the MaxFlo side, he's got that mech, he's going for the Aghanims, he's pretty close to getting the Aghanims in fact. And he's also got that Aegis of the Immortal.
Yeah, once they get the double Aghanims up on the Razor and the Ancient Apparition, it's gonna be a huge boost in their team fight. Especially that Aghanims on the Ancient Apparition. Because once you get hit by the Ice Blast, 17 second duration, it's definitely nothing to laugh at. And do you actually think that the Drow Ranger might be heading towards a BKB now as the next item? Or
surely it'd have to at some point, just because of the amount of initiation. Saint gets a 2-man stun, instantly takes out Face the Void, and Invoker goes down pretty soon afterwards. That's an instant 3-man kill, perfect initiation coming out from the Sent.
well, I guess the Drow Ranger just right-clicking from the backlines doesn't really matter if you just blow up 3 heroes immediately, because after that Drow has nothing else to do than just run away, and well, once again they win a team fight, they get 3 kills, and they get the tower. It's so reminiscent of the fight top lane. Of course, this time around it's even better since it's a tier 2 instead of a tier 1.
Lovely stuff there coming out, as this is going to keep MaxFlo play. The advantage is going to probably swing into their favor. As yeah, for the first time, the XP is going to be in their favor, along with the gold. Very sharp dip going out. They do pick up that tier 2 and the 3 kills. And as a Sent player, that makes me happy seeing that.
I mean, Centaur is just such a strong hero, right? I really don't understand why some teams don't just pick it up. The Stampede is such a great tool in disengaging and engaging into the fights, which they use this time around as well. And just the Blink Hoof Stomp, the potential of that initiation is so damn sick. Arguably, yes, Batrider can be better because you can drag people out of position. But with the Batrider, you cannot stun multiple heroes at the same time, nor can you output that much damage, because if you catch like 2 to 3 heroes with double edge, it's 800 plus damage. But now, Sasu, he might get caught if Euls want to make a move. Faceless Void, are you man enough? He has the Invis rune. Doesn't want to pop it on one though. He wants to catch multiple heroes in the chrono, and I think they're at a point where they actually have to catch multiple ones.
Yep, I would say that the main weakness of a Centaur Warrior, just in general, is the fact that if he has a bad off lane, he can't go into the jungle to come back, so to say. Not early on, anyway. Meaning that it's pretty difficult for a bad offlane for a Cent for him to come back and get that fast Blink Dagger, like a lot of other offlaners can.
Yeah, that is true enough here, and might be the major reasoning why he's not getting picked up that much. But now, the tier 2 tower on this top lane is gonna get pressured. Wraith King just stacking up in the front lines, has the Blink Dagger as well, level 2 reincarnation. And oh, he's gonna blink in aggressively, stun up Terror Taunt, just letting them know that he is there. And of course, Aghanim Scepter of the Storm, helping out with the tower push. Spirit Bear is there as well, with his Radiance, with his Hyperstone. Gonna have his, well, Assault Cuirass soon enough, I guess, if they just continue at this rate. And look at the graphs, just huge swing, around a 7k gold swing, as they are now 3,500 ahead. XP, almost 9k swing, as they are now 4,500 ahead in XP.
Yeah, with Cent, he's actually pretty close towards his heart. He's going to be able to pick up that Reaver. Very soon, the Aghanim Scepter comes out of the Ancient Apparition, and that's, well, very, very dangerous teamfight ability now coming out for them. The two Aghanims working together, doing huge amounts of AoE damage, and I'm not quite sure if Drown Rage can keep up. He's doing huge amounts of damage himself, over 300 a hit, but can he do enough right-click damage and stay safe to keep up?
Yeah, I'm not too sure he can, because the farm just isn't distributed evenly on the side of European Love Story. I think that's a huge minus for them, because there are 3 cores and oh, blink in, stun on Faceless Void, nope. Just scaring tactics by the Wraith King. I was like, oh man, he is balls deep. But yeah, I mean, 3 cores against 1 core, just do the math.
Yep, and the math makes a sad face. Sadly, though, I think the real issue was it just simply the Void and the Invoker's been shut down so hard this game. Every single teamfight Invoker's been caught out, and Void just had no fun in that offlane.
And well, MaxFlo, they want to increase their lead even more, because Surkovic on the breaking picks up HM for their team, so they're gonna gain complete map control from here on now as well.
Yep, I'm not quite sure how European Love Story can go contest this at the moment. They need an amazing ultimate. They can still bring this back. They've got that Chronosphere. They've always got that 1 versus 5 potential. Or at least, you know, the 5-man Chronosphere potential. But it's going to be so difficult, especially with the initiation power we're seeing currently from these 2 Blink Daggers on the MaxFlo play side.
Oh, well, as long as European Love Story, as long as they can turtle, like you said, there is the threat of just the chrono coming in when you're trying to go high ground, which you always have to be careful of, especially when there's an Invoker as well, with the meatballs flying in from the sky. And actually, speaking of the Chaos Meteor, have you even seen a single one this game?
I don't think I have, which has been very, very interesting. I think he's just been blown down too fast before he can even get his combo off. And it's been a mixture of Invoker playing just a bit too aggressive at times in teamfights, as well as simply Cent being on point with his initiations, always catching him. As we just see the smoke coming out, they want to turn this around, they want to get an advantage. Can they do so?
Well, the smoke already breaks as Wraith King just pops it with his Invis rune. Although Taboo still out of position, they blink onto him. They get the Chronosphere only onto one, though. They want to blow him up. They managed to do so, but it might not be enough. The Ice Blast flies in return, and now Wraith King is in the middle of everybody. Oh, his slowed down Cent actually pulled back just to give that ultimate to his team. Xela drops low, as does Paul. They both go down, and now Eunice, he's probably gonna get chased down. The Spirit Bear is too fast, as is the Razor with his unstable current helping out. And well, Ancient Apparition finishes up Faces of White. This is 4 heroes down. 2 of them do have buyback, but without the Chronosphere, I'm not too sure if it will suffice.
I think this might be GG right now, just because of how much push they have. Losing one team fight that badly, they can't defend this at the moment. Not without the Chronosphere.
Oh, they get the stun on Drow as well. This is huge. Dieback incoming. Actually, Manta style, he might get away. Nice force that was used. Ice Blast. Oh, can't catch up either. But the Plasma Field definitely will Xela. He's gonna tie back maybe as well, yes. So this is GG as MaxFlo tie up the series. I mean, it's not GG yet, it's not called, but I think it is.
Yeah, so we see that they've got 2 diebacks. Skyros Mage is going to buy back himself. They've got no gold. They've got no ability to stop this. And they're just going to keep pushing. They're just going to get more towers. They're going to finish this here, now, and end it.
I mean, what's going to stop them? 2 heroes are down for the count. And now another stun on Skyros Mage. Brave King, he's initiating so damn well for the team. One more right click. Nope. Brave King going to lose his life. Or is he? Stampede just gets him out of trouble. The tower last hits are following, but he is just tanky enough to survive. And that's the second set of frags. They are backing up. No GG called yet, but the lead, it's huge. It's 14,000 gold, 13,000 XP or so, and I don't think it will stop growing anytime soon.
Yep, a very, very sad thing, as we do see that they're going to be staying in the game. They're going to be trying to defend. They want to get this 2-0 victory in the first game. At the same time, they're guaranteed at least a 1-1, because it is a best of 2, if you can have a best of 2. But it looks like they're going to go for this Roshan that will be coming up soon. As in the minimum time will be coming up in about 20 seconds-ish. So we'll be finding out how long it's going to take in a few moments.
Actually, I think it's already ticking down. It's going to be like 30 seconds or so. So it's going to be up really fast. Ancient Oppression finishes up his 4-staff in the meantime. And if they manage to get these Aegis now, then this definitely has to be GG. I mean, with the Aegis being there as well, I mean, there's an S and Y now on the Razor. He's so stacked, and not only that, he also has a Reaver on top of the 2.7k HP. I mean, yes, the Drow does a lot of damage, but just all the cores on MaxFlo do way much more as Taboo finishes up his own Heart of Tarask.
Yeah, we're just seeing that right now MaxFlo play at the 1% in this game, and there's European Love Story. They need a perfect Chronosphere. Because that was the problem with the last team fight they saw. They got one, they burst him down, but one is not enough.
Yeah, it definitely isn't. I mean, and to be honest, I really love that Centaur bought back in that situation, just helping out his team with the Stampede, although he couldn't just get into it fast enough himself. And well, now they're just going around, counter-warding and heading towards what obviously will be the last set of racks to decide this game.
Yep, and I will say it's probably even not worth going for the Aegis at this point. Because the Aegis, it is a risk. You're against a Void, you're against that huge teamfight possibility. Means that things, you know, it could go badly. You could lose the game, or at least give the opposing team enough for you to come back into it at that point. If you just simply siege up, use your bear, use your, use your bear to siege up and do huge amounts of damage, you can effectively guarantee the win.
Yeah, actually, tend to agree with you a little bit. Of course, it is hard for Euls to actually reach the Roshan pit without it being rather obvious, because 2 lanes are pushing in at all times. But there's a fun fact about this game. The Drow Ranger used to have almost 12,000 net worth, while the Lone Druid didn't even have 8,000. Now suddenly he has 18,000 and Drow has 15, so they've just completely taken the lead already from that. And the Drow just isn't hard enough of a carry. Once you get up and close to him, have the marksmanship bonus, he just can't do much of anything, and he opted not to go for the BKB, which in the end might hurt him. And actually smoked up, but the Faceless Void, he was not caught in it.
Yep, well, they could possibly thinking of going for like the bait, so to say, if they can.
Well, they can't. Brave King, he's being a bodyguard. Popping smokes, doing everything. Roshan, of course, is still alive. Down to quarter of an HP. Will they fight? Yes, the Chronosphere catches them. But the Eye of the Storm is already activated. The Mystic Flare, it's gonna be enough. And he doesn't have a buyback. It might be huge, but Faceless Void goes down in return. Now Revkin gets the stun onto Unis and well, with no Drow Ranger, without a buyback. It is maybe GG Turret gonna go down. No, he gets TP out somehow. Xela. Cold Wall. Actually runs away. Nope, Taboo. Oh, nice 4-step by Xela as well. I don't think they should actually chase, just go for the base, maybe even just go for straight out GG, get the tier 4s and Ancient.
And in fact, that looks like what they're doing right now. They've kind of given up the Roshan right. They were giving up the Roshan. Looks like they're going to go back and finish it off. Roshan being a little bit less than half health, 4,000 left. At this point, the Lone Druid can probably solo it.
Yeah, he definitely can with the AC and the Spirit Pair. Just should have plenty of damage. Taboo just comes in to help out. Oh, Familiar's gonna get the last hits. They start a little bit too soon and instead feed away 200 gold.
Although at this point, 200 gold just isn't that much compared to the huge lead. As in, we saw it kind of leveled off a little bit before though that team fight, dropping down even further. 17k gold advantage, roughly. Very, very sad stuff for European Love Story.
Yeah, and actually I love Exotic Tier picking up the Monkey King Baron now and the Spirit Bear. Increases the damage by a huge margin as well, of course. He saw that the Butterfly was there on Draw Ranger for a long time already, so just readying himself for that incoming Butterfly and just countering it immediately.
Yeah,
And they are now once again trying to push out the top lane, which actually was pushed pretty damn far by Euls.
Yeah, but at this point, Euls, it's less Nottingham and more Romeo and Juliet.
Well, do you think that this push is gonna get repelled by Euls, or will it just be the death push?
It's going to be so difficult just because they've got 2 lanes of racks always pushing in. They don't really have that much counter push, and they need a perfect ultimate, and even if they get one, I'm not quite sure if they have enough damage.
Well, I mean, and the Centaur is the one holding the Aegis at the moment. He has 2.7k HP. He can just sit at the tower and have the return kill the tower himself. Oh, but look at the faces, boy. Look at his positioning. He could have caught a 4-man chrono just now, just there. But oh, I have to storm activate, but he only catches one. Oh my god, this is a disaster. It's not gonna be nearly enough. Chaos Meteor completely whiffs, only hits the Spirit Bear. Xela tries to get away, has the force up, but the Ice Blast catches him, as it does Unis, and he's probably gonna burn down to the Radiance. The right clicks, they help out Faceless Void. He buys back, as does Unis, but they call GG. It's just too much, and MaxFlo in the end, they do tie up the series 1-1, as, well, they're pretty happy about it probably. Losing game number 1, it was the best possible solution to a 2-game series for them.
Yeah, because we just saw that European Love Story couldn't handle the aggressive power, especially that team fight, so just going the way of the highly farmed cores, and that is going to be 1-1. But don't go anywhere, as I think we've got another game coming up right at the moment.
It actually got postponed by 1 hour, so it's gonna start at 23 instead of 22. So we have another hour or so. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna keep the stream running, I don't think so. Probably gonna close it after 10 minutes or so, but yeah, I'm not sure, Benchy, if you're gonna cast it with me. We're gonna iron that out after this, I guess. But guys, thank you so much for supporting us by watching this, as well as supporting the teams and joinDOTA League. I do urge you guys to just actually buy the ticket. It should be in the shop now, if I'm not mistaken, for Dota TV, for the ticket. Just support joinDOTA League. It is, in my eyes, to be honest, the best league in this game, because it gives this chance for both the lower teams as well as lesser known casters like us to actually come and get our names out there. And if you did like us, be sure to follow us to show us your support, not only on Twitch but also on Facebook, Twitter, to know when we're going live. And of course, huge thanks to Benchy for casting with me. Where can people find you?
Yeah, well, I can be found at Benchy at both Twitch TV and Twitter, both the T's. And, well, we'll be seeing you around whenever the next games are available.
Yes, indeed we will. So guys, just hang around for news updates when the next game is gonna be, but it should be in 1 hour and 9 minutes. If you're gonna hear it, it's gonna be 1 hour and 7 minutes or so, because it's a 2 minutes delay. But yeah guys, just a few songs before I close the stream for a short while. So just be happy, I guess. Have a nice evening.